Welcome to day 3 of gentle yoga. As always, we'll start seated on our mat with our legs crossed, and you can sit on a cushion or a bolster if that feels more comfortable for you. From our comfortable seated position, we'll inhale and raise our left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll stretch to the right, keeping our right shoulder down away from our ear. Inhale, flow to the other side. Exhale, feel into the stretch, dropping our left shoulder. And again, we'll repeat this a few times, moving with our breath, and move at your own pace here. Feeling into a nice side body stretch, making it a moving meditation by moving with our breath. And release back to center, drawing our shoulders back and down. Inhale, we'll reach up with both our arms to make a V. Exhale, bringing our arms to W, drawing our shoulder blades down and back. Inhale, V. Exhale, W, keeping our shoulders down away from our ears. And again, one more time. And release. We'll inhale, both hands to the ceiling, look up. Exhale, we'll twist to the left, bringing our right hand to our left knee. Inhale, we'll move our left hand to our right knee. Exhale, we'll round in our back. Inhale, keeping our elbows crossed, we'll come to eagle arms, elbows up. Exhale, elbows down, bringing our chin to our chest and squeezing our navel to our spine. We'll repeat this cat-cow movement 2 more times, moving with our breath. And release, other side. Inhale, both arms up, look up. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand to our right knee. Inhale, right hand to our left knee. Exhale, round in our back. Inhale to eagle arms, look up, elbows up. Exhale, round in our back, bringing our chin to our chest and squeezing our navel to our spine. And we'll repeat these cat-cow movements 2 more times, moving with our breath again, and moving at your own pace. And release. Shoulders back and down, we'll make sure that our ribs are tucked in, and we'll bring our fingertips to the back of our head. We'll draw our elbows back in line with our body, and we'll push our skull back into our hands, breathing deeply here. Making sure we've a strong core and our ribs aren't sticking out. Our shoulders are down and back. And release. We'll make our way to tabletop now with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. Inhale, straighten our left leg, reach up with our left hand. Exhale, left knee back down, and we'll hover our left arm under our right hand. Inhale, straighten our left leg, reach up with our left hand. Exhale, knee down and hover our arm. Last one. Inhale, straighten our left leg, reach up with our left hand. Exhale, thread the needle. We lower our arm to our mat this time. And we're pushing into our right hand to increase the twist, coming up onto your fingertips if that feels good, or placing your right hand at the top of the mat, whatever feels better for you. We'll make sure that our right hip remains over our right knee here. And we'll breathe deeply. Placing our palm back to our mat, we'll come back to tabletop. Inhale, we'll straighten our right leg, extend our right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee back down, and we'll hover our arm to thread the needle. And again, inhale, straighten our right leg, reach up with our right hand. Exhale, knee down and hover our arm. One more time. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, and we'll bring our right arm to our mat this time, threading the needle. Pushing into our left hand to increase the twist. Coming up onto your fingertips or moving your hand to the top of the mat, whatever feels better for you. And we'll breathe deeply here, breathing long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. And release, placing our left palm on our mat and pushing ourselves back up to tabletop. We'll walk our knees back an inch or two and lower down onto our belly, shoulders back and down, hands under our shoulders. We'll inhale up to cobra, shoulders down. Exhale, lower back down. And we'll repeat this flow a few times, moving with our breath. This is the exact opposite of sitting, so it's a lovely movement to do every day. And release. Inhale, we'll raise our arms, our upper body and our legs from our mat to locust pose. Making sure our shoulders are down away from our ears. Breathing deeply. Checking in with our belly and feel it pushing into our mat on our inhales. And release. We'll bring our head to one side for a rest. When you're ready, we'll make our way back to tabletop. Drawing our navel to our spine, we'll inhale, extend our right leg. Exhale, we'll move our right leg to the left-hand side of our mat and look over to our left shoulder to our toes. We'll take a breath here. And release, extending our leg again before lowering our leg to our mat, back to tabletop. Other side. Holding a strong core, we'll inhale and extend our left leg. Exhale, bringing our left leg to our mat at the right hand side and looking over our right shoulder to our left foot. Breathing deeply. We'll extend our left leg again and release back to tabletop. We'll tuck our toes and we'll make our way to down dog now. You can have a generous bend in your knees to start while we draw our tailbone to the ceiling and our chest to our thighs. We'll step our right foot between our hands. Lower our left knee to our mat, moving our foot into position if you need to, and we'll come up in our lunge. We're lowering our hips to our mat here, while our tailbone remains tucked and we're squaring our hips to the front of our mat. We'll inhale, bring our arms to V, exhale to W, drawing our shoulder blades together. And again, inhale V, exhale W. One more time. Inhale V, exhale W. We'll inhale and open to the right side of our mat. Exhale, back to center. And we lower our hands to our mat. You can step back to down dog again, or you can step back to tabletop. And we'll bring our left foot between our hands, lowering our right knee to our mat, moving our foot into position if you need to. Lowering our hips to our mat, pelvis tucked and our hips are squared to the front. Inhale to V, exhale to W. And again, inhale V, exhale W, feeling your shoulder blades squeeze together at the back. One more time, inhale to V, exhale to W. Inhale, we'll open to the left hand side of our mat. Exhale, back to center. Before lowering our hands to our mat, and we'll step our left foot back to tabletop. We'll come to kneeling now with our knees and our feet hip distance apart, shoulders back and down and our pelvis is tucked. We'll extend our arms. Inhale, we'll lean back as much as feels good. Exhale, we'll slowly come forward again. And again, we'll repeat this 3 more times, moving with our breath, leaning back as much as feels good, keeping our shoulders down and our pelvis tucked. Move at your own pace. Last one. And release. We'll bring our hands to our mat, open our knees as wide as our mat, bring our big toes to touch, and we'll come forward into child's pose. Drawing our chest to our mat here. We'll check in with our belly now and feel it rise and fall with every breath. And release. We'll push ourselves back up to sitting on our mat with our legs extended. Our feet are flexed, our shoulders are back and down and our ribs tucked in. And we'll do some bum walks, moving up and down our mat. Breathing deeply. And again, this is great for our hips. And release. We'll bring our hands behind our bum, bend our legs, our feet are a foot or so apart, and we'll windscreen wiper our knees from side to side. And release. We're going to do a variation of boat pose now. So we'll start seated on our mat, shoulders back and down, ribs tucked in. Squeezing our navel to our spine, we'll come to boat pose, holding on to the back of our knees. There's a few variations you can do. Having your shins parallel to your mat or alternating between touching your toes from your mat. Or if it feels good, you can let go behind your knees and extend your arms. Find the variation that works for you while making sure your upper body remains poker straight. We're not letting our upper body collapse here. And release. We'll straighten our left leg now and move our right foot to our left inner thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over a leg, shoulders back and down and spine long. Inhale back to center and exhale, we'll twist to the right, bringing our left hand to our right knee. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, we'll fold over our left leg, spine long. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. And again, one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. And we'll stay in this pose for a few deep and even breaths. Shoulders remain back and down, spine long. Coming forward as much as feels good, bringing our hands to our thighs or the mat, whatever works for you. Our left foot is flexed and we're looking to our toes. And release back to centre, and we'll twist to the right again. Staying here for a few deep breaths. Our left hand is on our right knee, and we can push into this hand to increase the twist. Both shoulders remain down away from our ears, and we look over our right shoulder. And release back to centre. We'll extend our right leg, left foot to our right inner thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we'll fold over our right leg, shoulders back and down. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, we'll twist to the left, looking over our left shoulder. And again, inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold, maintaining a straight spine. Inhale, back to centre. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold, and we'll stay here for a few breaths again. Breathing deeply. Our right foot is flexed, and we're not letting our upper body collapse here. Our spine is long and straight. Breathing deeply. Breathing like we do when we move with our breath. And release back to centre. And we'll twist to the left, looking over our left shoulder. Both shoulders are down away from our ears. If you like, you can increase the twist by pushing into your right hand against your knee, twisting from the waist. Breathing deeply here. And release back to centre. We'll make our way to sitting on our mat now, with our legs extended wide. You can have a slight bend in your knees here if that feels better for you. Shoulders back and down, and our feet are flexed, and we lean forward. We're leaning forward only as much as feels good, while maintaining a straight spine. Bringing our hands to our mat or our thighs, whatever works for you. If you need to take a break at any stage, come back up to centre and lean forward when you're ready. Breathing deeply here with long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. And release back to centre. We'll make our way to lying on our mat with our feet behind our bum. We'll bring our left ankle to our right knee and move our right knee into our chest, holding on to the back of our thigh. Our right shin is parallel to our mat here. Both feet are flexed and we're drawing our left knee away from our body if that feels good. Any discomfort in your left knee or your left hip here, pull back. We'll bring a smile to our face here and softness to our eyes to relax all the muscles in our face. If we get lost in thought, we'll return our attention to our breath or into our body, into feeling this nice hip stretch. And release, other side, bringing our right ankle to our left knee and our left knee into our chest, holding on to the back of our thigh. Both feet are flexed here and we're drawing our right knee away from our body, only as much as feels good. Breathing deeply. Our shoulder blades are down touching our mat. We'll pay attention to where our attention goes now, and if we get lost in thought, we'll return our attention to our breath or into our right hip. We're training ourselves when we do this to let go of our attachment to our thoughts. And release. We'll make our way to happy baby pose by drawing our knees to our armpits and holding on to the outside edge of our feet. Option to hold on to the back of your thighs here if that works better for you. Our shins are perpendicular to our mat and we'll rock from side to side if that feels good. Breathing deeply, breathing like we do when we move with our breath. Continuing to breathe deeply. And release. We lower our legs to our mat and we'll stretch our arms and our legs out away from each other for one last big stretch. And release. We'll bend our legs and roll to one side before pushing ourselves back up to sitting. I hope you enjoyed this practice and you'll join me for day 4 in this gentle yoga series. Please subscribe to Ciara's Home Yoga for more yoga videos like this. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Just to let you know, I upload a new video every Saturday morning to start the weekend connected to our body and our breath.